Hi. Guess where I was recently? I forgot to bring the book, so I didn't do any readings from Yellowstone National Park, the first national park in America, and it's also celebrating its 150th year this year. And it matches my book really well, too. As you can see, it's a beautiful shade of green, isn't it? All right, we're going to continue with chapter 9. I'm kind of talking about how I realize we're growing up, and these are just, I'm describing some members of my family. Um, Molly, my little sister, was and always will be alluring. She has balanced features, striking green eyes, and eyelashes the size of palm fronds. Like me, she's a towhead. No, we don't have toes growing out of our heads. It's just one of those out of date expressions that makes no sense today. We both have platinum blonde hair, a color only kids can pull off naturally. Sometimes mom braids Molly's hair into two floppy cords and ties them off with rubber bands. Brush, braided, pigtailed, or in a tizzy, her abundant hair is a notable asset. She's athletic. She's funny. She's cute. Of course, I would never admit such a thing to her face. While we're growing up, she is nothing but a pain in the ass, dog face, waste of space, Alpo breath, punky little sister. Strangely, Molly is also a list maker. A list maker. Apparently, it's a Virgo thing. She has a list for everything. She makes a list of the lists she intends to make. I find this quirk irresistibly amusing. I mean, she keeps a weekly TV ledger of all the shows she intends to watch. She has one for her favorite songs, colors, movies, and dog breeds. Even has a list of her friends' middle names for some reason. Here's a list of psychiatrists you can call for your disorder. I tell her it needed to be said. Dressed up or down in preppy outfits or mom's handmade clothes, Molly always looks terrific. But the physical attribute that draws the most attention from her sisters is her butt. It's the cause of great jealousy for Shelley and Chris. This particular feature is the target of many jokes and leads to a thinly disguised code used between Shelley and Chris called XK90BB. Who knows where they got the XK90? The BB, we all know, stands for bubble butt. When Shelley and Chris want to mess with Molly, they say mean things and refer to her as XK90BB. XK90BB thinks everybody is always looking at her, Chris says. I know, XK90BB is totally conceited, Shelley says. Everything XK90BB goes to her BB. I'm surprised XK90BB can even find pants that fit her BB, Chris says. Maybe XK90BB shops at special BB stores that carry special BB pants for BB people. Their ridiculous code never hurts Molly's feelings. She loves the attention, knowing full well she possesses the BB and that Shelley and Chris are jealous. Molly uses her asset to her advantage. Sometimes she arches her back, bends her knees, and wiggles it around. Other times she just folds over, thrusts her butt directly into their faces until they can't stand it any longer. It's a force that can't be denied. Shelley and Chris eventually give up and leave the room in disgust, leaving Molly laughing in triumph. XK90BB kick their skinny little asses, she says, smacking her ass before taking her bubble butt for a victory lap through the house in a sprightly celebration. It's very convenient having a buddy living down the street. I spend a lot of afternoon and nights at my best friend's house, Matt Martin. I have to say it the way I'm supposed to say it. I spend a lot of afternoons and nights at my best friend's house, Matt Martin, Martian from Mars. His parents are nice and stock real junk food in their kitchen like marshmallow fluff, space food sticks, grape tang, and Dolly Madison zingers. Their house is more relaxing than mine, less kids and no John. One night, Matt, his little brother, and I are on the floor watching television. Mrs. Martin says something that makes no sense at all to me. She says, Tom, you're inside out and all around. I assume she's making a psychological assessment about the type of person I am. I think you're right. Thank you, I say, not wanting to sound like an idiot, but still very much sounding like an idiot. Every once in a while, I'd think about her words and would try to find meaning in them. About 10 years later, the expression comes up again, and when it does, I feel like a fool. Chris noticed the shirt I had on was inside out and all around, and that was it. Nothing more, duh. The fact that I thought it meant something deep about my personal character demonstrates just how self-centered and shallow I can be. After playing at the river all morning, Matt and I get hungry and ride our bikes to his house for a snack. We pull up to see my mother leaving from the side door. Matt's mother's car is gone. Mr. Martin's truck is parked in the garage. The garage, I say. It's parked in the garage. Hope you can hear that. That sounds like a euphemism for afternoon delight, and it is. I get that awful feeling again. What the heck is your mother doing at my house? Asks Matt. Your dad, I say quietly, under my breath, anger gushing in my veins. So we'll leave it there, and thanks for tuning in for another Page-Turning Tuesday with Tom J. Bross. Whoa.